Hey, Scrapper Names fans, and welcome back to another process video. This one is a 12 by 12 very mixed media layout. It is for the September Scrap the Girls challenge. Had to think about that for a minute. Pre-warning, it is late Wednesday night and I am very tired, but I'm getting this voiceover done. And it's been a little while since I have done a challenge, I feel. Yeah, so it was kind of cool to get back into doing one. I'm going to try and do a few more challenges. I think try and get the mojo happening a bit better, I think. As I said, it is a very mixed media one which I'm attempting a process that I struggle with, don't always have not had success with in the past, and that is wetting the background here with a bit of water and then just spraying on some inks, which I think the issue previously has been that I've used the wrong inks. I think the problem has been that I've used ones that haven't been reactive to water very well, and so like the distress ink, so yeah, so I think that's why they've not worked as well. So this one, I've used some Basil Marshmallow cardstock, and then I don't think I added I contemplated adding an extra layer of clear gesso and then changed my mind because I didn't want it to sort of create a problem with my inks, and yeah, it did make the paper go a bit warpy, but anyway, we rolled with it. So I used a couple of different colors, some greens and some blues, and then I splattered with this like iridescent Kaiser Craft, like a turquoise blue, I think, ink then, just to give it a little bit of extra something. Can't think of the word. It's eluded me. So I'm scrapping two photos here today. These are of my baby girl, who's not so baby, but these are from last year, from her first ever recognition awards in kindergarten for primary school. So So a recognition award is like a big deal. It's like a first big learning award that she got for, I think it was reading or writing or something. Yeah, so I've just trimmed that one down that is actually of her. I will trim both of them down, but mainly because there were photos. The photo of her had other children in it, so I wanted that taken out. Obviously, when I started to record this, I kind of thought of that. And I don't really need their faces in it either when looking back on this in years to come. So, as I said, following a sketch prompt that is the Scrap the Girls challenge for September. If you head over to their blog, which I'll try and remember to link in the description box below, you'll be able to see it all because silly me forgot to add it to the video. A sort of picture of the sketch. But yeah, so I'm trying to follow somewhat the sketch layout, but as I usually do with a sketch, I kind of go with the guts of it and then flip it around a little bit to sort of suit my needs. Doing what I have been doing lately, and that is lots of stash busting since sort of playing around with the organisation of my craft rooms. So I found my little box here of scraps paper. Yes, that is very condensed because there is or was an entire drawer that was in a trolley I had that I ended up giving to my daughter that I've ended up throwing out because I was just keeping the most random bits of scraps, and I was like, no, I'm starting again. So I'm trying to keep it to this box that I have in my Alex drawer sitting next to me at the moment because I don't want to collect lots of random scraps. But yeah, so I dove into that first to see if I could use some bits and pieces out of this before I cut into any of my other papers first. If I didn't like anything in here, I was definitely going to go into something else. But I made sure I didn't clash too much with obviously the colours in the background, but I also wanted the pattern papers to somewhat tone down the green a little bit. I knew the green would be bright, so I knew I'd have a bit of a plan to sort of cover it and it pop out a little bit. But I didn't kind of plan on it being so bright. But that's okay. We can work with it. As I'm doing, I'm making it work. I'm just toning it down a little bit. And as you can see, it's not going with your typical, boy-girl things. It doesn't faze me. The school uniform is green with blues. There's blues in it as well, but the majority of it is green, and in the background there's a dark blue curtain. So I sort of tied it all in that way. There's not obviously a lot of other colour in there, so that's how I went with it. Really, that's how I picked my colours for this, is I just used lots of blues and greens that way. Pops of other subtle colours like your pinks, just to give it a little softer tone. And that's the way I rolled, and I think it came together really, really well. I'm really happy with it. It's different, and you will look through the pages of all of my albums, and every page is different. There is no uniformity to my albums because it's wherever my mood takes me, or if I'm following a sketch challenge or a mood board challenge or a cut file, or if I've got inspiration from somewhere, or my pictures or whatever. So it's all cool. But yeah, so I then popped my title up there, which is Superstar. And then just added a few more little bits and pieces around. Just seeing if there was some more. I struggle. I felt like it wasn't embellished enough. I'm sort of diving in here because I was like, there's not enough embellishments on the page. Like, what am I going to do? And then I sort of stepped back and went, no, maybe it's okay. It's okay to have like a white background with mixed media, and that's it. Like, it didn't need to have 1,000, well, not 1,000, but, lots of embellishing. It was really, I'd been doing so many 12 by 12 layouts, I think, with pattern paper backgrounds and lots of embellishing, that it was just odd for me to do one like this for a change. And it felt nice. It was different. So hence why I'm rummaging around in the top drawer now of my Alex drawers, which has all my little embellishments in it, like my resin and wood veneer and things like that. And I'm trying to find things to put in there because I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. I'm pretty certain I don't add a great deal, like big chunks of anything else. I was a bit lost, I think. So I'm just using, what is this pen? Hang on. It's an artist, it's a Pitt pen. So it's not a pen, it's like a texter. But I wanted to give it a really sort of a thicker border than your normal pen, just because it's so floaty with all the mixed media and the splatters and things like that. So, and the frames and things. So I just thought that gave it a bit more grounding, the layout. Yeah, and then just adding a pop of journaling. You can just see off to the side there the different inks. They are, I think, a mix of Distress stains and the Distress ink spray, all reacted to the water. And the only other odd one was the one that I said to you I used as for the splatters, which was a Kaiser Craft Mist. I don't think it's water reactive, and hence I didn't bother trying to use it. I didn't want it to muck up my... my plan. And then just to tie in a bit more gold, I used the gold splatters from, again, the Kaiser Craft Mist. And then my layout's complete. And as I said, I was really happy with the way this came along. It was really mixed media, which I have not done a really heavy mixed media layout, I don't think, for a while. Not like this with all the inks and everything. I was really happy with it. And just the layering in the background is not your typical paper layers, so I was also really happy because I always feel like I'm doing that. So thank you heaps for watching. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye bye for now.